one thing that really irks me about the Buffalo Bills is that Sean McDermott hasn't been fired yet. Because for him to be a defensive minded coach and yet the defense never shows up every time they play the Chiefs in the playoffs, you know at this point you gotta make a change. You gotta roll the dice and find somebody else who's capable of getting this team over the hump. You know, the Buccaneers fired Tony Dungy for coming up short when he was the head coach of the Buccaneers, despite making it to the playoffs. It's just that the Buffalo Bills will benefit from a new head coach that, with a quarterback as good as Josh Allen, you just need somebody who could get the most out of the offense and somebody who can hire somebody better than what Sean McDermott is at calling the plays on defense. Because, listen, you had three timeouts and a good amount of time left late in the fourth quarter to give your offense one more opportunity to possibly win this game and send you to the Super Bowl. And yet you couldn't do it. You know, Travis Kelsey didn't really do too much in this game. Xavier Worthy, Juju Smith Schuster. I forgot Juju Smith Schuster was still in the NFL. The Buffalo Bills defensively just were not prepared for Kansas City's offense. The last time they played, they didn't have a lot of these guys available. They didn't have Marquise Brown, you know, and Travis Kelsey wasn't playing at the same level then as he is now. And Xavier Worthy, they were trying to get him involved the first time they played, and you know, they weren't really as successful then as what they were in this game. But with the injuries that Buffalo had in the secondary, you know, Xavier Worthy just had a outstanding performance. He was able to take advantage of that. He just had too much speed for them. And for the Bills to get over this curse that they have when it comes to playing the Chiefs, you know, you have to find a way to just overhaul this coaching staff to where you can have somebody to come in that can actually scheme up a defense good enough to stop Patrick Mahomes. You know, at this point, listen, you can make the argument that the Bills shouldn't fire Sean McDermott because he gets them to the playoffs and he got them one game close to making it to the Super Bowl. But it's like the goal at the end of the day is to win the Super Bowl. So therefore, there's no difference between if you're the Tennessee Titans or the Buffalo Bills right now, because you both failed at what the main objective was coming into this season, which was to win it all. So therefore, if your goal isn't to win it all, why not go ahead and roll the dice on firing Sean McDermott and seeing if you can find a better replacement? You can say, well, who out there do you know is going to be better? It's not about who do you know looks better. It's about the opportunity to find better. And you never will know if you can get somebody who could possibly get you over the hump, unlike Sean McDermott, if you at least don't try. The Buffalo Bills, man, they just have peaked under Sean McDermott. It is time to move on. Similar to what happened to Andy Reid with the Philadelphia Eagles. It's just at this point, you got to do whatever you can to try to stop this dynasty. Because if you keep coming up short with Sean McDermott, you might as well just be okay with another head coach coming in. And let's say you are bad, okay, you can fire him and start over again. At the end of the day, the goal is to win the Super Bowl. So there really isn't a big difference, in my opinion, between if you're making it to the playoffs every year and coming one game shy and you know, you got a top three pick in the NFL draft. I mean, you still came up short of accomplishing the objective. Winning the Super Bowl is the end all be all. And if you're not doing that and you're consistently coming up short of doing that, you feel me? Why are you still leaving out hope that maybe things will change? Things are not going to change. You are 0-4. You are never going to beat this team when it matters at this point. You know what they say, history repeats itself time after time. We see the same issues out of the Buffalo Bills. Every time they play the Kansas City Chiefs, the defense gets shredded. They are poorly coached situationally. It's just at this point, they have to make a change. You have to fire Sean McDermott. It isn't insane to me, in my opinion.